What is up guys, TossACoin here, and today I will be giving you a beginner's guide to the Dark Ages MMORPG that the YouTuber Bind recently made a very popular video on. His video got me interested in the game, but I quickly learned that there isn't much recent content on the game. Without wasting too much time, let's get right into things. First tip, if you have an issue starting the game, try running the game as administrator. That seems to fix most common issues. As far as starting the game, when creating a new character, you'll notice that you don't pick your class right off the bat. Don't worry, just make your character real quick so that we can sail right through the tutorial. I'm not going to walk you through the tutorial, but when you finish the tutorial, take the road on the right of the tutorial to exit the tutorial. All funny business aside, when finished, you end up in this house. You also should have just hit level 4. Do not start messing with your stat points yet. I'll explain soon. Just step outside and I'll start guiding you to where you can choose your class. You can press T to pull up your map to start navigating to the Temple of Choosing. Once inside, speak to this lady, her name is Alfie, and click the path of reception, then yes, and yes again to move to a series of rooms to where you can select your class. Here's a screenshot from vorloff.com. This is the layout of these rooms and how to navigate to the class you would like to play. Just a quick rundown, Warrior is pretty straightforward, great at doing melee damage, but you don't get a whole bunch of different damaging skills to work with early on. Monk is another melee damage dealer, but you trade pure offensive damage for some defensive skills. Priest is all about healing and buffing allies while debuffing enemies. Wizard is your long-range magic DPS, and Rogue has access to traps and invisibility. Each room in this building has a magic circle on the ground that can kind of guide you to the playstyle that might suit you the best. Or you can just use the picture from earlier and gun it straight to your desired class. Once you have found the room to select your class, there will be an NPC that you'll interact with to finalize choosing your class. Once you are finished, you can click on your character and you should see your class right here. Now I want you to check the description of this video and take the link to vorloff.com. Here you can click on skills or spells to select the class you are playing and then see what attributes you need to start leveling early to acquire these skills. If you are unsure what to level, then putting a few points in Constitution can't hurt too much because that will help make the health bar grow. You can also view the stat plans link to get an idea of what you might want to work towards, but this is a beginner video, so explore at your own leisure. Once you have assigned some skill points to start working on your next desired skill or ability, it is a good idea to pay attention to any required items you might need to gather. You can always click the link on the item to find out where it drops. Most early game items for your skills seem to be found either in the Crypt in Millith or the Enchanted Garden located in the Eastern Woodlands. Don't worry, I'll make sure you know how to navigate the both. This is probably a good time to take a walk around Millith to familiarize yourself with the layout. Some key buildings you might visit will be these two in the top left. The NPCs have quests for items from the crypts we will be visiting. You can also sell items and purchase skills from the leftmost house, and the one on the right is where I typically buy potions and sell items as well. On the left side of town, we have a rogue skill trainer. Below that, the armor and weapon vendors, and then along the south side of the map, we have the combat master who sells melee skills, and the priest trainer right here. She teaches the priest skills. Who would have guessed? She also has a quest that could lead you to the Enchanted Garden I was talking about earlier, depending on if she is asking for raw wax or not. If she ends up asking for honey, you may want to wait a couple of levels before trying to get that item for her. I guess this is a good time to bring up that NPC quests refresh every so many hours. 12 seems to be the average for quests in Millith, so if you complete a quest, you typically gotta wait about 12 before you can complete that quest again. Moving on, now that we have our class, we know the skill or spell we want to work towards, we have met the NPCs and talked to them about quests, we are now going to the Crypt, which is across the bridge from the priest trainer's building. You can see it on your map right here. Looking at your screen, you can see what level of the crypt you are on. You should be fine fighting monsters on the second level of this crypt. You'll likely find the items that Dar and Cian, the wizard that sells you potions, wants from the crypt on this level. So make sure you scoop up the monster drops. If they don't end up wanting drops, you can always sell them and purchase some potions from Cian, which I definitely recommend. You will likely be chilling on this floor until you hit level 6, and then you can access the third floor for better XP gains. Don't be afraid to ask others if they would like to group, but make sure they are close in level to you so that it doesn't hurt XP gains. Early on, you're not going to hit that hard, and grouping could lead to more monster kills, which equals more XP. Also, safety in numbers. I died quite a few times trying to solo monsters on the third floor when I was finally able to enter it, which brings me to my next point. You really don't want to die. You drop your gear and you have to take a walk of shame through town in your undies, and everyone will know what happened. Stay on top of your health bar and run if you feel you can't handle the situation. So at this point, you might be ready to learn that first skill or spell. Go get that, John. I don't need to explain this part. Have the mats and the stats. Go to the correct trainer. Enough said. If you need to go to the Enchanted Garden for your mats, just go to this location in Millith, walk to the right, past this church, and continue down this dirt road. You should be able to select where you will go. Quick side note, Prophet Cave is kind of the central hub of this game, and a lot of people hang out there due to its central location, ease of travel to other places, and a bank that can repair your items as well as store them. Back on track though, the Enchanted Garden is located in the Eastern Woodland. Go there and then take the leftmost path. You can click on the signs to double check which instance you are taking. At this point, you are pretty much gaming, and don't really need me to go any further. However, I have a couple more pieces of info that you might just like to hear. If you don't like the rough or choppy frame rate of the game, press F4 and then press 9 to change the game's screen movement from rough to smooth. Also, you don't need to register or pay any money in this game to reach level 99. However, to engage with all the game's systems like religion and politics, you'll need to pay the $10 to register your account. There's plenty more to learn in this game, but I hope this guide covered most of the basics and key points of the game. If you haven't given this game a try, hopefully this gives you a head start. And if you have, but it didn't click, maybe this is just the guide you needed. If there are any questions you have that I didn't answer, feel free to ask me any questions in the comment section. I'll do my best to help. By the way, did anyone count how many times I said tutorial? As always guys, I'll catch you later and see you next time.